Oh, goodness. Okay, I gotta put me the long way. Hello. Let's see if I can get the camera up a little bit more. Yes, that's better. Hi, you guys. Make sure I'm on. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? This energy is something. So I'm interested to kind of dive into it and talk about it. A lot of communication, a lot of communication. It is time. Alrighty. So hi you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I am Jay. You have reached Love Aura Tarot. And, we're here to kind of dive into this energy a little bit. I'm going to be pulling some cards, but I kind of just wanted to talk about the different messages that I received in my meditative space first, okay? And so for this Gemini New Moon, okay, we're going to be going through a little bit of ego, okay? There's going to be a lot of ego involved. So for a lot of us, it's coming to terms with not being as judgmental and working more so on compromises, working more so on being more compassionate towards others. Also, our communication is very, very good. Being, is a very big thing here. Being able to communicate in a way that doesn't offend, okay? Some of the energy that we're experiencing right now could be very, very direct. Very, very direct. And so the important thing is to not allow that communication to be offensive. So, just making sure that, of course, we're using our nice words. We're, again, being more compassionate and understanding of others and allowing ourselves to even at some times and at some points being more objective, okay? Allowing ourselves to see things from more than one perspective, okay? Which I know sometimes can be hard. So there is definitely this undertone of ego here, okay, of I won't just say ego, but a negatively charged ego, okay? So what else did I have written out here? And of course, to manifest. New moons are all about new beginnings, okay? So we, with this energy, are experiencing just a burst. Some of us are, starting new projects. Some of us have the urge to start new projects. But there's definitely what I heard in my meditation clearly was crying in the midst of confusion. So being a little overwhelmed, being a little taken back by what is actually occurring in your current life. So, wanting things to change, wanting new opportunities, wanting, newness as far as, maybe business relationships or just personal relationships. And feeling a little bit overwhelmed with the newness of everything, okay? We're collectively all really in a new dynamic, which can bring about a lot of anxiety. A lot of anxiety. So just making sure that, you're aware of it and making sure that you're able to combat it in ways that are positive, okay? So, of course, this can be definitely what I have been doing. I'm sure you guys have seen on my story. I've been getting close to the ocean, allowing to get my feet in the water. But for those of us that can't, ocean baths, spiritual baths, really just cleansing yourself of any energy that isn't yours, as well as, smudging as well. You can sage, Palo Santo, there's lavender, mugwort. There's so many different herbs that you can use in regards to clearing energy. And cinnamon is always a great one for me in my home. I just love the smell of it, and it's just great for me. So, just making sure that you're doing those things as well, okay? Just to keep yourself at an even, cool state, okay? So, I'm going to also go ahead and give you guys 3 affirmations. And these affirmations are: I am more than the negative thoughts. I am peace. And lastly, I am not alone. So many of us are in this position of feeling that, what we're going through is just us. And it's not. And you will find that by communicating, by talking, by reaching out via social media, or, the different variations of technology that we have. I mean, there's so many different avenues in which we can reach out to those that we love, and even those, that love us and care about us, okay? And there may even be, and I'm picking up on this, that there may even be family members and friends reaching out to you, wanting to speak to you, and you're just not in a place to really accept that energy, even though you personally feel like you need it, okay? You feel like you're being guided to, be more open and to talk and to communicate more, okay? That energy is here. So definitely make sure that you're, taking advantage of that, communicating, making sure that you're allowing yourself to open up. It's definitely, puts you in that state of vulnerability. But if we're honest, we're all in a vulnerable state right now, and it's okay to be vulnerable. It really is okay to be vulnerable. So I'm going to go ahead and pull some oracle cards just to start us off here. I'm using the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. Sorry if this is loud. I hope you guys can hear me okay. Oh, this live was so impromptu. I just wanted to be able to get on here and to talk to you guys, and to connect. Definitely connect. I've been feeling such a surge of energy. I don't know about anybody else, but I've definitely been sensing such a surge of energy. Alrighty. Ooh, beautiful, beautiful. Just, of course, reiterations of what I was just saying. Okay, so we have Parrot Spirit. Watch your words. We have Sarab Beetle Spirit. Magic works through you. Okay, and we have Deer Spirit. Bring a gentle touch. So again, that the words, the communication is so, so important. So, so important. And if we allow ourselves to get so overwhelmed with our own current state of being, some of that negative energy, may attack other people, and we don't want that. Hi, love. So, we want to make sure that we're, again, watching our words, okay? And also understanding that magic works through us, okay? And bring a gentle touch. Allow yourself to know and understand that communication is everything. And while compromising, sometimes puts us in a position of feeling defeated in certain circumstances, it's not always the case, okay? It's not always the case. There's so much power sometimes in just allowing yourself to be okay, that in the grand scheme of things, who really wins? I mean, is winning really that important? Hi. So much loving energy back to you. I love you so much. Okay, so we are going to see what Spirit has to kind of break down some of this energy. Spirit, please let us know what messages you have for the collective in reference to the Gemini New Moon. Interesting. I just heard I'm sad for you. I'm sad for you. I'm sad for you. Wow. I'm sad for you. Sad for you. I'm sad for you. Not I'm worried for you, but I'm sad for you. So there's definitely some energy at play with someone feeling sorry for someone else. Like genuinely communicating that I'm not angry with you. I'm not upset with you. I'm genuinely sad for you. It's almost a place of not necessarily accepting or pushing towards your own healing enough that the person that's trying to help is not going to push anymore. Interesting. So out for the cards here, we have the Hermit in reverse. We have the Eight of Cups. And we have the Six of Coins in reverse. Okay? So yeah, again, that energy of I want to help you, but if you don't want the help, I don't really know what it is that you want me to do. Okay? I don't know what it is that you want me to do. And it's stepping away from, and I'm hearing being the person that always has to help. Okay? So there's a shift in someone's dynamic. And honestly, maybe in a lot of our dynamics of just feeling like we have to help or have to assist. I definitely can relate. And I know that message is for some of my light workers and healers out there. So out for the Hermit, we have the Princess of Swords. So, ideas, things are floating around, okay? There's also, a very studious energy here as well. Some of you are very much in quiet about the things that you're working on, not necessarily something that you're bragging or boasting about or feeling the need to, put out. It's just something that you're working on in silence. Yeah, I just heard like incubation. Like it's like you're keeping it safe, you're keeping it sacred, you're making sure that, when everything comes out, when things do manifest into the physical, that it's perfect. Okay, next out for the Hermit, we have the Eight of Swords in reverse. Okay, so just again, learning from your mistakes, coming out of that place of, self-harm, and understanding that you do hold so much power. You do hold so much power. And you have spoken prematurely before. And not really trying to do that this time around. Coming out for the Eight of Cups, we have the Fool and the Four of Cups. Okay? So being sure that, in this new journey, that we're being conscious of the things that are happening. And for some of us, it's not wanting this new journey at all. Some of us, it's just honestly rejecting the whole idea behind something new coming in and deciding that's not really what I want. But Spirit is pushing that agenda. Spirit is pushing that agenda. So for some of you, where you're fighting against something that may honestly even come easy to you, that you're not interested in doing, Spirit is reminding you that it comes easy to you because it's a part of your purpose. Yep, it's a part of your purpose. Out we have the Star card. And we have the Hangwoman, okay, in reverse. So again, understanding the perspective is clear here. Okay, it's not what you want. It's not what you want. It didn't come the way that you wanted it to come. Okay, for those of you where this is dealing with love, it could also be that the person just isn't packaged the way you want them to be packaged. They don't look the way you thought they would, or they're not the type of person that you thought they would be. But this is exactly the direction that you need to go in to continue to flourish and grow. Yeah. Out for the Six of Coins, we have the Seven of Coins in reverse. And we have the Ten of Cups. True emotional fulfillment. True emotional fulfillment. So again, understanding that, okay, I'm not going to give to you so much because I need to fill my own cup. I need to be focusing more on me, and for some of you it may be depleting you, okay, to help others. That's those of you who are in that healer group. But then there's some of you that are going through different changes in your life, and something keeps being pushed by Spirit, and you're consistently rejecting this idea, not understanding that it's the very thing that is going to bring you emotional fulfillment. The very thing that you're refusing to go into, the very thing that you're saying, no, Spirit, not right now, I don't want to do that, I'm not interested in that, is the very thing that's going to bring you what you truly want. And honestly, I would say that this energy is the perfect energy to push towards manifesting whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. But understand that while you're manifesting and while you're pushing towards doing these things that may seem a little bit off course, understand that the path is the path. And it's beautiful and it's grand, and there will be divine detours, and that doesn't make what you're doing now wrong. It doesn't make what you may do in a few days or in a few months wrong. It just means that there's different angles, there's different ways to potentially reach your ultimate fulfillment. Spirit, is there anything else that you would have us to know about the Gemini New Moon? Oh, and you guys remember I was talking to you earlier about crying in the midst of confusion. That confusion is coming back again. Yep. Okay, so we have the Five of Swords, we have the Four of Swords, and we have the Knight of Swords. So again, all this air, okay? And of course, I mean, we're in Gemini New Moon, so of course all this air, but so much communication. Communication is the drive here with this new moon. And there's some chaos, there's some confusion. There's some confusion. There's some regret. And there's regret due to lack of communication. So if you find yourself in a position where there were words that needed to be said, say them. Say them. But bring a gentle touch when saying them. Be objective when speaking your truth. It is okay to speak your truth, but in a way that does not purposely harm the other person. There's also a lot of meditation that needs to be had in order to gain this type and this style of communication. Okay, with this Four of Swords here. Some of us need to kind of really just sit, take some time to tap into ourselves in order to communicate. And the moment that we kind of take some time to just rest, to think things through, to slow things down, okay? The thing that we're looking for, okay, comes in fast with this Knight of Swords. Comes in super fast. It's like it will almost shock you as to how huge the transition will be between now and then. And you'll kind of look back on it like, this is all I had to do. All I had to do was watch my words. All I had to do was sit and say to myself, okay, this is what I want. And yes, this is what I want. And how is it that I go about getting this thing without disrespecting anyone or without stepping on anyone's toes? It's like that, this whole like teeter-totter, I have to people please, but I also have to, take care of me. You don't have to people please. And people pleasing is not what spirit is pushing you to do at this present time. You're being pushed to speak your truth, to honor your truth, and to manifest what it is that you ultimately want. But what you ultimately want under the surface is what's being uncovered also. So there's a part of you that knows something, that feels drawn to something. But you kind of feel like you've outgrown it. You feel like you've outgrown it, and Spirit's bringing it back up. Spirit's bringing it back up and asking you to really think, is this something that you really want to let go of? Because again, it can truly be your ultimate fulfillment, your ultimate emotional fulfillment, the thing that you wake up in the morning happy and excited to do, happy and excited to be with that person, happy and excited to, have this be your full-time gig or whatever your particular situation is. And that's beautiful. But it starts with you speaking your truth. Speaking your truth. And truth doesn't have to be harsh. It doesn't have to be harsh. And it's very important to be clear and to not be trapped in a shadowy ego, because you don't want that shadowy ego to take over and you lose people that are really supposed to be on this journey with you. For some of you, it's between gaining people into your tribe, and then some of you flying off at the handle in the midst of communication and losing people that are part of your tribe. And I would not wish that on my worst enemy, honestly. So I'm going to pull some cards from the Keepers of Light Oracle deck, okay? Just to kind of get some messages of the Keepers of Light. I love this deck. Not surprised, not surprised. So we can get one more card out here for the collective, for the Gemini Moon. Oh. Okay, I knew one more wanted to come out. Okay. So we have, please forgive me if I butcher these names, okay? Mahavatar Babaji. Soul expansion. Your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connections between all things. Okay? You understand the connections between all things. And between all people. Between all people. So I'm definitely speaking to some people who are definitely empathic. Definitely empathic. Okay? So Elmora, awakening presence. The universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. Saint Germain, karma releasing. Move beyond drama and create your own path. Make room for good energy. Make room for good energy. And I mean, why not? Isis, magic manifesting. Your dreams, visions, and goals are becoming reality. Are becoming reality. Okay? So, simply put, let's watch our words. Let's watch our words. We are so powerful, and words hold so much power. And it is so, 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 so important that we do not allow our words to get the best of us, that we don't allow how we communicate and the different feelings that we're feeling to take us over. We are the masters of our destiny, okay? We are the masters of manifestation. We are the writers to our story. And with all of that power, we have the power to shift, to move, to elevate or lower our vibration. And with all of that power, everything is a choice. Everything is a choice. How something happens, you can either choose whether or not it defeats you, it grows you, or teaches you. It's all up to you. So, that concludes my reading. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm definitely going to save this live, but I kind of want to talk too. So, who's in here? Robbie! Hi, boo. Oh, thank you, honey. You know, I try. I try to look good for y'all. Oh, my goodness. What else I want to talk to you guys about? Oh, I also wanted to talk to you guys about a beautiful lesson that I learned. I learned something awesome today. Well, I won't say I learned it, but I think I relearned it. I relearned it. Hey. But and what it was is that we're all doing our best. And that we have to accept that our best is our best. And not compare our best to someone else's best. Because they're in a different place in their life. Their path is totally different than ours. So, and in learning that about myself, I realized that I'm consistently comparing my growth as a healer, as a person, as a mom, to everyone else's experience, and taking things back and minimizing myself sometimes so that I don't make other people feel uncomfortable, and just doing all these things to help other people and forgetting about me sometimes. Forgetting about me. And my best is my best. My best is not your best. My best is not your best. My best is not your best or your best or your best or your mama's best or your daddy's best or your cousin's best. It's my best. And when I realized that, I was like, wow. Everyone has experienced this at some point or another. That, trying not to, but comparing themselves to someone else's best. comparing themselves to someone else's best, or, assuming that that's their best. Because sometimes really that's all it is an assumption of other people's lives, because you have no idea what their journey has been. No idea what their journey has been. I mean, I knew somebody, I knew it wasn't just me. I knew somebody knew this feeling and understood what I was saying. Because I was talking to the love of my life and today, and it just was like, yes, like that's it. I want to grow. I want to develop, my best. My best is important. My best is important. My best is life-changing. My best is groundbreaking for me. Definitely. Yes. Experience the awakening of self. It really is the awakening of self. Because it just, and it played in my head so hard, and I'm just like, I know I'm not the only person that is experiencing this. And I decided, I really may sit down and make a video about it, because I feel like it's important to know. Yep. That your best is enough. Come on now. Somebody, listen, okay? You understand. Of course you understand. Of course you understand, because just we're always aligned. You understand. You get it. And, so many people need to know that their best is enough. That's it. That their best is enough. And that it shouldn't be all stress, that it shouldn't be all craziness. It really shouldn't. It just be accepting where you are as where you are and growing from there. And growing from there. You don't like it? Change it. Spice things up. Do something different. Whatever it is that you feel that you need to do. Your best is enough. Your best is great. Your best is beautiful. Your best is grand. Your best is life-changing for the people around you. Because while you're steady and consistently comparing yourself and trying your best to find where you fit, sometimes you just don't. And that's okay too. I'm the pink rose in the midst of the red. And I'm all right with that. I'm all right with that. I really feel like, honestly, you guys, this is the era of the black sheep. I'm telling you, this is the era of the black sheep. Like, really, seriously. And I feel like so many people are going to want to speak their truth at this time, because I've been finding myself wanting to, with this Gemini New Moon energy, wanting to just tell people how I really feel. But you realize that it's not so much as I have to. I can just own my truth, know my truth. And I don't have, what's understood doesn't have to be explained. I don't have to break it down for you. If you don't get it, that's your business. Honestly, that's your business. I'm powerful, and I know that. And I feel that. But I don't just know that I'm powerful or feel that I'm powerful from an ego standpoint. It's something that I instill in myself. It's something I instill in my daughter. And that's that we are all great. We are all great. And the moment we decide to take our power back is the moment that the world will be shaken up. And I really believe that there's so many people that have been considered the black sheep of the family, the black sheep just growing up and living life. And it's our time. And I'm excited about it. I have talked to so many people who have like-minded stories and have gone through, isolation and all of that. And, it was all for a reason. And it was all for this time. And so many things are going to happen. I'm starting to get downloads. Okay, Spirit, here we go. But, so many things are going to happen. And it's going to take those of us who felt like the black sheep, the person that felt like the loner, to actually be the one to bring people together. And when you think about how much power someone has when they're constantly feeling like they're alone and trying to be heard and trying to be understood, and that being the very person to elevate, to talk to mentor. I mean just so many of people that have been considered the black sheep will be the new leaders, will be the people at the forefront of spiritual awakening, of self-understanding and self-evaluation. Because when you're the black sheep, you got to learn how to love you for you, all on your own, because everybody else is hating. And that's how it feels sometimes. Everyone else is just raining on your parade all the time. And that self-love has to be real. It has to be real. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited about this time that we're in. I'm so excited for us all to just elevate and mature and love on each other more, and to just be so supportive of each other. And yeah, like this Gemini New Moon is going to be something. But when I mean it is time to manifest, it is time to literally sit down, write the things down that seem impossible, and watch them happen. My guides gave me a foolproof formula on manifesting. If you haven't seen it, definitely go watch it, because it has changed my life in every way possible, and continues to. And I'm not done manifesting my perfect world. So I don't feel like any of us should. I feel like, we should always, throw the universe something impossible and just wait for it to happen. Because I've thrown some things out that I'll be like, I want to wake up tomorrow and there'll be money in my bank account. And then I'll wake up tomorrow and there's money in my bank account. And that tomorrow may not be that very next tomorrow. But one day, randomly, I'll wake up and there'll be money in my bank account. And I'll be like, wow, I'm happy. I'm excited about this. Like, I have so much power. Look at me. We do rise together, boo. We do. We do. And we will. And we shall. Look, we'll rise together. We'll grow together. We'll love together. It's going to be great. But let me see what time it is. How long have I been running my mouth on here? Oh, not long. I'm actually pretty proud of myself. Y'all don't know this, but I can talk like forever and ever and ever. But I love you guys so much. Hopefully I can figure out a way to save this live. And yeah, those of you who I've already connected to, holla at your girl. And I'll talk to you later. Love you guys. I'm so grateful for you. Like, you really have no idea. I adore your freaking energy. Adore it. Like, I could only imagine what meeting you in person would be like. It's so infectious. I love your energy. It just feels like a big hug every time I see your name pop across my screen. So I love you guys, and I'll see you later. Bye.